Hey guys, today I was going to do a really quick review and demo of the Dr. Jart BB Mate Contouring 123 kit. This is available in the Birchbox shop. It's relatively new and it was the first time I ever tried a liquid contour product. Now, I will say the number one thing that drew me to this is the fact that it has a highlight, neutralizing, and a bronzer, and it's SPF 30. So, I mean, that's really cool. Extra sun protection, especially as we're heading into spring and summer. Super important. I just put my Dr. Jart Premium BB cream on my face. And then I used the Marcel BB Under Eye Concealer underneath my eyes. And I was just going to do a quick demo of how I use this so you guys can tell me what you think. It does come with a little, step that tells you exactly where to put things. So there's really no guesswork. And that's what I pretty much go off of. So I got my mirror right here. So that's what I'm looking at. And basically, I put the highlight shade underneath my eyes, down the center of my nose, and on the chin. I put a little bit of what's left up on the middle of the forehead too, and just a smidgen over the brows. You can hear the kids as per usual. And I look a little bit goofy. So what I do is I just got my beauty blender wet, took out the extra water, and I just dab it to blend this in. I start with the lighter shades and work with the darker so that I'm not spreading bronzer in the places that I want to highlight. So I just dab, 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 dab to blend it in. Stippling motion. And back under the eyes a little. I know the lighting might be kind of hard to see, but it definitely brightens up the area that I want to highlight a little bit. Next, we're moving on to the Neutralizing Shade, and this one, per our little cheat guide, you put this one where you're going to be putting your blush. So what I like is it neutralizes any redness, so I do kind of put this one a little bit heavier because I do have redness on my face. Plus, it's nice to get the SPF sun properties. The guide also shows you doing it like down here by your chin and then on the sides of the nose. So, hey! So I'm going to go ahead and put that one in. So this is the neutralizing. I'm assuming they mean to neutralize redness or like as a transition shade between the highlight and the contour. You can use this with brushes or with your fingers. I just kind of like using it with the Beauty Blender. These shades are definitely meant in this specific kit available in the Birchbox shop for more lighter skin tones. So if you're darker, then I don't know if this would be for you because you'll see when I get to the bronzing shade, it won't really show up. And this is also really good for beginners because like I said, this is my first time using like a liquid contour highlight product. I'm usually used to powders. So the last one is the contour. It's a little bit of like a taupey brown, so it's not orangey, which I really like, but it doesn't look super ucky on your skin. So with this one, I get pretty heavy with it up near where you start to do the contour from the top of your ear aiming towards the corner of your mouth, but I only apply it at the top. I don't bring it down because you'll see when I blend it out with the Beauty Blender. Same thing on the other side. You guys aren't missing anything over here. Kind of heavy with it. Then you're also going to want to move your baby hairs out of the way so you can get, I basically go from my hairline down to about my temple, like the middle of my eyebrow. So where, you'd want the shadows to hit your face. If you do too much, then you're going to make it look like you don't have an existent forehead. If you feel like you have a large forehead, you can kind of bring this around up here, but I don't need that, so I'm golden. And I always check my cheat sheet as well, just to make sure I got everything. Then I take the Beauty Blender, and again, stipple, stipple, stipple. But I don't like move it all over because I want to keep the contour in a certain area of my face. So that's where you can make the fishy face if it helps. Bring it down. Same thing at the forehead. I don't want to bring it inward too much because I got my highlight going on here. So I pretty much just go over with doing the contour, I like to use the side of the Beauty Blender. Sometimes I'll bring it down here a little bit. So this is definitely not a dramatic contour. I think it's very subtle, which is nice, especially again, if you're just beginning. And also, if anything, the added sun protection of this stuff is awesome. And if you want to make things a little bit more intense, you can just go over it with some powder, which is what I do sometimes. It also helps kind of set it. If you want to, you can also bring the liquid and bring it down here to help make your jawbone stand out, but I usually do that with powder. So you guys can see this is the finished product. It's not, again, it's not very crazy. It's subtle, but you can kind of see I really like the highlight. I usually use my Kat Von D powder to set the under eye, and then like my Hoola bronzer or my It Cosmetics Vitality Face Disc to set the other stuff. So I hope this was helpful. I do really recommend this for people who are just starting out with contouring, or if you want a liquid product, especially because Dr. Jart is an amazing brand and it gives you sun protection as well. So I highly recommend. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.